This is Wrestle MSX and welcome to the Musings of Raw and Smackdown, where we'll be taking a look at this past week in WWE. Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Sally. Let's start with Smackdown.
Let's not.
Dull. It just drags so much. Like, now word on the street is that it's set to drop for 2 hours at the start of June. But my concern is that it hasn't been mentioned on Smackdown or Raw.
No, it hasn't. That's true.
So I'm hoping they'll just do it without saying anything. Now, if you can run your flagship show for 2.5 hours, why would your secondary show need to run for longer?
It wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I agree. Nothing's been said. But at the start of the year, it's going to drop back to 2 hours sometime. It was first of all, it was after WrestleMania. Then it was June. We're in June. Nothing's been said. I've looked for SmackDown, what's on the card this coming Friday, and I've seen absolutely nothing. So I'm wondering if they're not going to put anything up because they're going to drop it to 2 hours, and they don't want to promote anything. But yeah, it's just boring. I don't know why though. I mean, it's not like the wrestlers aren't good, and they're not big names.
Exactly.
It's just
I
don't know. I don't know.
But if you are interested in what we thought of SmackDown, then check out our videos.
But aside from that,
JC Mateo was obviously going to beat R-Truth.
yes. And while we're on the subject of R-Truth, obviously that's a reminder. I've not put it in. We believe his contract is not to be renewed.
Yeah. I don't know when it finishes.
Don't know when it expires.
We just know it's not. I don't know if it's just done and that's it. I'm not sure, but
I mean, it's
R-Truth no more.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a likeable character, and he's silly, and he knows he's silly.
Yeah.
Some people probably don't get it, and he plays on it.
Love
but
it.
I mean, why didn't he just he's made his money because he's been there forever. So why not just say, okay, keep me around, but drop my wages. I'm happy to take 50 grand a year, for argument's sake, or 100. Maybe not 150. Just stick around. Just keep him in there. He's just one of those likable guys. I mean, he doesn't bring anything wrestling wise, but he's just that light entertainment,
silly backstage bits.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Exactly. And then we had Los Garza defeating Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans, which in my opinion was just an advert for Phoenix versus Evans versus Page versus Laredo Kid at Worlds Collide, which I could not give a about. I have no interest in this whatsoever. And I'll tell you what Worlds Collide will be all about. Wait for it. It'll be who can do the most twists in the air, the best springboard, and who's the most acrobatic. Now, if I want that, I'm going to just watch the gymnastics at the Olympics. All the matches, I think, will be exactly the same. Now, WWE, WCW, AEW, TNA, it's a mix. There's variety. There's something different. This will just be luchador overkill. And you see, that's why I watch this channel, because we say it as it is. Then, that I think that's what it'll be. Yeah. You're not going to have any £300 monsters doing anything.
No, not by the looks of it, no.
I think, as I say, Los Garza have got a match. I don't know who we're against. I'm not interested, but I know they have. And I think LWO have got a match against someone. Okay, well, they're all going to do the same thing. The thing is, SmackDown and Raw's getting a little bit samey. Everybody does a crossbody.
Yep.
Everybody's doing moonsaults.
Yep.
Not everybody needs to do them. And when you start to see the 20th one, you're like, I've seen this already. I don't need to see it anymore. I know you can do it. I don't need to see it.
It's surprising. It's only surprising when it's like when your big boys do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the first time Brock Lesnar did it. And nearly broke his neck on. Well, maybe not the first time, but when he did it to Angle and just about killed himself doing it. You're like, oh my God, a guy that size doing it, amazing. But Worlds Collide is just going to be acrobatics. Yeah. And every match, there's no mix. It's boring. But side note, come on, Chad Gable. I know you're going to lose, but still, come on, El Chad. What?
Happy that Naomi did win her Money in the Bank qualifying match, though.
Yes, love that.
It was good to see her win. It would be good to see her win the whole thing, really. And Andrade, he won his qualifier as well. That was.
He's not going to win. I don't know why.
That was surprising. I don't know, but
Funny one, that one.
Yeah.
Funny one.
Wyatt Sicks, once again, caused havoc amongst the tag division. So I'm going to guess they're going to gun for the title sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think, because they can't just keep bringing them in trying to make everybody
it's-
morally
after them
correct.
same people,
Yeah,
it
didn't work anyway. Let's go after Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still as he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go after The Miz. Oh, he's
Oh,
still as he is.
Well
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if they do go for the tag. But then, it's going to be the pig and probably the vulture fella. See that sandwich? I'm into the Wyatts. You know who I'm on about.
Oh,
It won't be.
I can't remember the
It
names.
won't be Uncle Howdy. It won't be Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
It might
Dexter
be.
Loomis.
Yes, it might be
That's one.
Rowan, but I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
see it. I can't see it. I think it'll be Loomis
Yep.
and Huskus the pig, who is.
I can't remember his name now.
No, neither can I. See, that's how much
Completely gone.
we're interested in the Wyatt Sicks.
I would have been able to name when they was first coming through,
Yeah,
and it was like
but they're not
kind of
been there
guessing
for
who
that
would
long.
be. It was like,
So we
yeah,
don't do our homework. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
There's no point in
Yeah.
pulling the wool over everybody's eyes saying, hey, we know everything, because we don't.
and obviously we ended with Cena and Rhodes, so pretty standard there. So I think that's enough of that with SmackDown.
Yes. Now, Raw this week ended as it always has the last few weeks with Seth's alliance running amok. I mean, you think this is being pushed. I remember when SmackDown used to end with a Bloodline 2.0 attacking someone and then acknowledging for about 20 weeks straight. So this is nothing new.
No,
Every SmackDown, and,
Yeah.
and SmackDown went off the air with the Bloodline
every time
acknowledging.
acknowledging.
And that
But
was
I
it.
don't mind it with Seth.
No, because it's new.
Exactly, yes.
It's when it's, 2 months' time, if they're still ending
Yeah.
Raw with Seth's alliance beating everybody up, you'll be like, oh, I've seen this before,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
something new.
Vaquer also took the last women's spot in the women's Money in the Bank, and El Chad has taken the last men's spot. So the pair of them will be pulling double duty on Saturday. One match at Worlds Collide, and then one match at Money in the Bank.
Well, Gable's not, because he's taken on Vikingo at Worlds Collide, and that's it.
Yeah, and then he's hitting the men's Money in the Bank later.
No, that's Grande Americano.
Yeah, Chad Gable. Anyway, I can see the two tsunamis by Bronson Reed on Jay on Raw playing a part in his tag match at Money in the Bank.
Yes, I can see him coming out with possibly bandaged ribs.
Yeah.
Because two tsunamis, they've got to lead this to Money in the Bank, and I think this will cause them to lose,
Yeah.
and will then cast out over whether he can compete against and beat Gunther on Raw next week. Because I do think, without giving a spoiler away to my predictions, that Rhodes and Jay will lose to Cena and Logan Paul, because there's no point in the faces beating the heels.
Yeah.
So I think Cena and Logan Paul will win that. But
No.
that's for our predictions later.
But to be fair, someone could cash in Money in the Bank.
What, straight away?
Yeah, so have the men's Money in the Bank match first, and then teaser run out when Jay has his match.
Yeah, because he could be injured. Imagine if it was Seth
Yeah, exactly.
winning money in the Bank, and then
Yeah.
he comes out, oof, nice. You should write for WWE. That's why you need to watch us. We literally have the best ideas. Now, do you think Bron Bronson will help Seth? Get Bron Bronson trending. Bron Bronson. Hashtag Bron Bronson. Sounds like a Scandinavian family name, doesn't it? Bron Bronson.
I do like Bron Bronson. It's easier to say than both their names
Yeah,
as well. Yeah,
Bron Breaker,
Bronson.
Bronson Reed.
I mean, yeah, they've got to, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming...
They'll just be lurking
I mean,
around.
there's going to be no rules in Money in the Bank. Like,
Exactly.
surely there's no rules, so they just come out.
They won't be there to start with.
Oh no, why would they? That would be ridiculous. Just hanging
Heyman
around.
might be. Because he might just come
Nah,
out of him.
no,
'cause
I
he
don't know.
usually-
Because
he usually
but he's in the
would,
way though. Because don't forget, they can go anywhere, and I think he'll be in the way. So I don't think he will. I think he'll walk out with him, and then go back, or he just won't bother coming out because he'll be in the way.
Yeah,
and then
because
they've got to
use
be
a lot of the
mindful of where
outside
he
as well,
is.
don't they? Yeah, fair enough. Fair.
I don't know. SmackDown this week. No idea what's happening. I can't see any match cards. As I say, that's why I think I'm praying that it's just going to be 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's why they've not put anything up, because they're probably still working things out. But I do think the Wyatts will pop up.
Wouldn't surprise
but as
me,
I
yeah.
say, above all, I'm praying whichever God is listening that it drops to 2 hours.
I know Cena will be there. Because
Okay.
if you ever check out WWEshop.com,
Right.
they release his
Don't plug
merch
them.
for where he's going to be.
Okay.
And so they've got 2 out at the minute. One for where SmackDown is, which I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, I assume it's California.
And then one
Bakersfield.
for... Nice.
Oh, thank you.
And then one for where Money in the Bank is, which is...
LA, California.
I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it has got a Lakers theme to it.
Of course it has.
So if you want to know if he's going to be on a show, just have a look on the...
See what
Shop.
match he's got. Yeah, see if he's popping up with his...
That's
how
what
many
I do,
dates,
see if he's
how many
about.
dates to go? 24?
Oh, I don't know.
23, 24?
Not worked out
Maybe
since it's
round
said.
about there anyway.
We'll discuss Money in the Bank more in our prediction video, so keep your eye out for that. Or drop us a sub and then you'll see it.
Yes, you will. That just about wraps up this episode of Musings. So agree, disagree. Let us know if you're looking forward to Worlds Collide, because I'm not. I mean, I think it's on at 3 p.m. I don't know if that's over here in the UK or stateside, but it's like it's in the middle of the day. It's a funny time to have something on like that. Like, you're not going to draw your audience because it's Saturday afternoon somewhere and you've lost half your audience.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know, who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to see what the figures are at the end of the week.
Go and check out our review of Raw from Monday or last week's Musings.
Thank you again for watching. Take care, but most of all, be normal out there.
And we'll see you Thursday for our Money in the Bank predictions.